Real quick, I just want to share something fun with you guys. So I was on Twitter and someone posted a tweet that was like, it had a picture of Jason on it, and it was like your 13th photo is your only hope against Jason. And my 13th photo was this guy. So I was like, okay, I feel pretty good about my odds here. No, that's of course if we're talking it's actually, it's actually Megatron and not the figure. If it's the figure, obviously I'm fucked. But if it's Megatron himself, yeah, I like my odds. How's it going, everybody? Team Guillotine here, and welcome to my review of the Transformers Gamer Edition Megatron, a figure that has been getting a ton of hate lately. Like, everybody who's reviewing this thing, besides a few I've seen, have just talked so much shit on this figure. And I'm just gonna spoil the whole review right now. I have no fucking clue why, because this thing is fucking amazing. This is far and beyond the best Gamer Edition so far. Like, 100%. This feels the most like a modern Transformer figure that all of the other Gamer Edition figures. Like, this thing is really, really awesome. And let's just jump into the review right now. Starting off with the look, he looks fucking awesome. I have always been a huge fan of this design for Megatron. I've always kind of had my eye on the Planet X one of this that Jobby the Hong reviewed that one time. So I've always kind of wanted this design. So when this got announced, I was so excited for it. I started collecting the line because I wanted to get them all. Because as you all know, I have not actually played this game. And at this point, it looks like I'm never going to get to play this game because I think, what was it, like Activision like lost the games or something like that? I don't know. I just saw the thumbnails and whatnot. I hardly pay attention to the Transformers community or fandom anymore, but I saw the thumbnails and shit for that. But that's kind of funny, although I really hope that they can find them because I would love to play those games. But I like this design quite a bit. It's very cool. I like the little purple accents peeking through all everywhere. The head sculpt looks really, really, really great. Love the red eyes. Love the Decepticon logo right there. Some purple right here. It looks awesome, honestly. This is such a great look for Megatron. Love the little red over here. Love the fusion cannon. A lot of people talking shit on the fusion cannon. I think it looks great. I have no idea. Maybe they could have put some little bit of red or purple around this little ring right there, but aside from that, I have zero complaints with the fusion cannon. I think it looks awesome, and it looks so cool when he aims it, when he poses it. Honestly, I think this looks cooler than like the Siege Megatron, for example. I think this guy looks way, way cooler, honestly. And gotta talk about the absolute biggest thing about this figure that I just absolutely love. The feeling, the plastic quality, the quality in general, it's absolutely immaculate. This figure feels so robust and nice feeling, man. This is up there with like the recent like Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, the Origin Jazz. This thing just feels awesome in your hand. Very thick, durable, high quality, and dense plastic, and I just love it. I cannot get enough of it. As for joint tolerances, zero complaints whatsoever, although a few, I will say, I will quickly give a little bit of a shout out to these kind of outward arm movement. I personally don't think it's a huge deal. I really don't think this really inhibits like the playability with the figure whatsoever, because, and I mean, it's just that way. Everything else is fine. Like this is fine, but like this is a little bit looser than you like. But honestly, I'm just now seeing a screw right here. Give me one sec. Just now noticing there's a screw on there. So if we tighten that screw up a little bit. Nah, it doesn't. I don't think that's any better. Maybe a little bit more. That one is all the way. Yeah, I think that might be a little tiny bit better. You can see now it's, yeah, I think it did make it a little better actually. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, if it's a little too loose, you can do that. Although this guy is pinned on this side. Actually, there's not even a pin. Oh wait, no. Oh, the screw's behind this thing. So you might be able to pop this guy off. Pop off this little piece right here. And then screw this one back in. A little bit more. Whoa, what is... There we go. I think that one's in as much as it can be. And then we'll pop this guy back on. Oh, does that go like that? Yeah, there we go. And now that feels a little bit better too, actually. So there you go. All you have to do is hit those screws with a little bit of screwing in right there, and they'll be good to go again. So that's awesome. That pretty much fixed like the only problem with the joint tolerances whatsoever, because the legs are absolutely phenomenal. This is some Kingdom Cyclonus level. I mean, if I gave them a good enough shake, they move ever so slightly, but not enough to complain. Now, let's talk about the knee thing right here. So there is this little part on the knee that people have talked about, and I think it's come out, I think it's been revealed that this is actually a manufacturing spelling error, but it's really not that big a deal because all you have to do, so normally this is all you would get. And in all honesty, when I pose my Transformers, I have found myself posing this guy and not needing any more than that. Like, I have not really found myself needing any more than that. But if you do, all you gotta do is untab, fold it back, bring it back down, right there. And it does not look bad whatsoever. It's just the knee bent right there. Now, it would be nice if it wasn't the case, obviously, but again, in a way, I actually kind of like those little stoppers. I know that sounds really stupid, but I personally, this is about all the knee movement I ever need, because all I really ever use knees for is to get him in like action ready poses or whatnot. I never really find myself doing like all the way like a whole knee bent all the way back. This is all I really ever need. Like, this is what you need to get him in a badass like pointing and shooting pose right here. You don't need like those really, really insane knees. See? Look how cool that looks. So in my opinion, the little stoppers on the knees is zero problems whatsoever. So yeah, quality, articulation, paint, everything, look. This guy is absolutely crushing it right now. He is so freaking fun. Also, for posability, you've also got a nice wrist. We'll talk about that in a second here. We've got a nice right swivel right here. We've got some good angle pivot, a little bit more this way than you know you would want for this way, but it's fine. Again, I haven't really found myself needing any more than that. No wrist swivel, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I have found it's really, really great how they have the arms posed right here, so you can get a lot of great movement out of them. Same with this right here, and the head is actually on a ball joint. It doesn't really help too much, but you can get a good amount of movement out of it, more than I expected to get. So yeah, posability is pretty great in my personal opinion. Now let's talk about that thing you just saw where you saw his leg come off. Yes, unfortunately on my copy, I don't know if this is a widespread error, but on my copy, his leg does come off fairly easily. It's not really a huge deal. It's just a mushroom peg, so you just slide it back on and it's good to go again. So it's not a huge deal, just fine. Just like this happens on Retgar as well, Studio Series 86 Retgar and all versions of that mold. So yeah, and also Armada Starscream. So yeah, it's kind of a common thing, but it's kind of fine. You don't really have to worry about it. Just like when you're moving it, maybe just like apply some pressure to it to make sure that it doesn't pop off of the joint, even if it is. If that's only if you actually have that thing, you might get him and you might not have that problem. So yeah. So with that being said, let's talk accessories. So obviously there is this, but you also get this. And I'll give the people who are talking shit on this figure this thing sucks. This thing is actually terrible. So this is his little mace that he includes, and it just looks bad. It just looks wrong and bad. And the problem with this thing is the exact opposite problem that the Rhinox had, where instead of having to hold it up here, he can only hold it right here. Dude, who the fuck holds a mace like that? You never hold a mace at like the very bottom of the handle where nothing is coming out. You would obviously have your mace like here or here, but you have no option to do that with this thing. You can rip it in half for some reason, and this kinda can go in here, but it doesn't really like go in very well, and it doesn't allow you to do anything. You can't like push it through and get it all the way through. So the mace is stupid. It was very, very poorly handled. I think it's fine though, because the fusion cannon is all I need personally, and if you want to, you can store it on the back, but honestly, I will not be. This will be going in storage as soon as I finish this video, and it will probably never come out, but I have to show the stupid ass weapon storage in alt mode as well. So you get like 5 more minutes of sunshine. But yes, with that being said, I think that's just about everything to go over with the absolutely phenomenal robot mode. Again, I have no idea what anybody is talking about who was talking shit on this figure. I will concede that I do not have the original figure, and a lot of people are saying he's better than the original, that the original figure was better. So I will concede there. So I will give that. But I think he is phenomenal. I do not understand why people are talking shit on this. He is really, really great. Comparison, here he is with the Gamer Edition Optimus. We'll actually have a group shot right here with just these two. I'll get his big ass axe out of here. There we go. So you can see how these two look together, and I definitely think they look very, very nice together. Loving the way that these guys are coming together. And here, we'll move him off to the side a little bit here and bring in Bumblebee. So there you go. There you have the group shot so far, looking fabulous. Very excited to see what else they've got coming down the pipe. I'm personally hoping for a Soundwave, a Starscream. I do believe Starscream has actually been confirmed already. Shockwave would be very cool. Maybe some of the Dinobots. Very, very cool. I currently have him on the shelf next to Volcanicus here, so I thought I would bring him in for another comparison. And they kind of have a similar kind of color scheme going on here, you know. So they look pretty darn cool together, if you ask me. There we go. Why are you not standing up all of a sudden? There you go, buddy. So yeah, I just thought I would show that real quick. Here is Studio Series Megatron. It's quite a bit smaller than that. And here he is with Galvatron right here. I guess he is a little bit of a small guy. I guess I didn't address that in my review. I also forgot to address that he's got 2 double-jointed elbows. Oh, double-jointed elbows on both sides. Hallelujah. I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, there he is with that. And for one final comparison in robot mode, here he is with Studio Series 86 Ironhide, just because it's awesome, and you should all have one. So there you go. And one more, here's Authorized Optimus for the exact same reasons. Alright, transformation. You're going to come to the hands here, flip this down, fold in the hand. Same on this side, open this up, fold this in, very satisfying. To click that back in place right there. Then we're going to come right here, we're going to come to the back here, fold this little panel down, fold this piece out, rotate this piece around, and fold that piece up. And then you're going to bring this leg, this arm right here, bring this back, tab that in right there. And then there's a slot right there that's going to tab into that right there, so tab that in. And then there's two little slots that these arms are going to go into, but they really just rest there, they don't really tab in. And then take his gun, pop that off, and plug it right there on that peg hole, just like that. Now come to the legs here, untab this piece, bring this down. First you actually want to fold this foot down right there, and then get that down, fold that foot to the back, and fold that little panel up, and then fold this little panel right here up as well, and close that right there, and then rotate the leg inward like that. So you can go ahead and do that right there, fold this piece out, fold that little foot piece in, bring that down, fold that piece out, fold that to the back, fold out this little thing right there, and close that little piece up just like that. And then come right here, you're going to grab his little torso section right here, fold this down, and that's just going to shift it down just like that. And then you can take this arm right here, fold this in, bring this out on the double joint right there, and you have two slots right there, slot and a slot right there, that are going to go into those two slots right there. So get that piece tabbed in, and then get the arm tabbed in right there. Bring that up right there, and then you're just gonna close the legs right here. So you have a tab right there, a slot right there, and you're also got a little bit of a clip right here, which is what you want to use to like gauge the whole thing. So you can see there's a little clip right there, and you just want to get that snapped in right there, and get that tabbed in, and that right there. And then same thing on this side. Fold this in, tab, again, you got that little clip right there, just get that snapped in, and tab that in right there. And there you have Megatron in his tank mode. Mission's a lot of fun in my opinion. I really like how the arms work, how one goes to the back, one goes to the front. That little panel in the torso just flips down. I like how that back piece folds out. It's very fun, it's very satisfying. I like how the legs wrap around for the final thing. And then the all mode is cooler than I expected it to be, honestly. I thought it looked pretty stupid from the photography, but honestly, when you have it in hand, it actually looks kind of sick, honestly. You got some little hover jets right here. The back and the bottom is not too bad. I mean, you do have Megatron's head right there in front of that little thing, but it's okay. I like this little like piece in the front right there. You got a really good turret, absolutely no movement whatsoever. You can't untab it either. You can't untab the arm because you can't like you can't untab the arm because it locks in with the legs back here. So yeah, I think the alt mode looks really cool. You got some great paintwork right here. You know, you do have the parts form right here. You have to move the fusion cannon from there to this little spot, but I'm personally okay with it. I think it's a decent little section of parts forming, and you don't have to move it other than that. You can stay on other than that, so that's really cool. You can store the garbage mace right here on the back right there, but it looks absolutely horrible, and with that, this thing is now gone forever. Into storage you go for the rest of your life. Yeah, I think this alt mode is really, really fun. It's really cool, and yeah, I like it. I like it more than I thought I did, honestly. Like, I think this might be the best this alt mode has ever looked, honestly. Like, especially like the older figure. The older figure looks like a pile of nothing. And same for the Planet X figure. This actually kind of resembles something. It kind of has a bit of a vehicular shape, you know? You got the treads right here and some great paintwork. I love the silver on the sides here. Very, very nice in my opinion. And I feel like all we really need to do here is just bring in the Gamer Boys. So there is Optimus, and here is Bumblebee right here. And there's the little group shot of all of them together so far. Very, very cool. I like how the vehicle modes all kind of come together as well. Although these two definitely look a little more like they belong together than this one. This one's a bit of an outlier, but I mean, that's kind of how Decepticons roll, you know? They always kind of take in the weirder vehicle modes, but still, I think all of these guys look pretty darn cool together. I'm trying to get them all in frame here, but there we go. Pretty cool. And then here's also Evolution Hotshot, just because I had him in vehicle mode, so why not? There you go. There he is with another deluxe class. Are you ready for that? Oh, that beautiful, beautiful snap. Real quick, before we get into the final thoughts on this guy, I do want to quickly show off the cross-compatibility gimmick, although honestly, you will probably never, ever, ever even want to use it on this guy. So you have to pop off this arm right here, and it actually does lock on a lot better than Optimus Prime, which is really great. And then you can take any of your various Gamer Edition accessories. In this case, I've got Optimus Prime's gun right here, and you can plug that onto the arm if you want. You can also, so this actually does look pretty cool, honestly. And then if you want to, you can also use straight up fusion cannon right there, which I think looks really, really stupid. So I don't know why you want to do that. But honestly, the arm cannon right here doesn't look too bad. Now, as for storage for his arm and his cannon, you can plug the cannon back here. Same place you would plug the mace if you wanted to store that. So you can plug that back there. And then the arm, well, so you're supposed to be able to stick this on his butt right there. He has those two tabs right there for the transformation, but these do not hold on whatsoever. So it can stick back there, and it will maybe stay there until like a little bit, but like you can see it already trying to fall out, and there it goes. So it's not the best. You probably just gonna have to sit this off to the side, but it's not horrible, and I mean, that's kind of cool looking, and who knows what kind of guns we're gonna get in the future for these guys. So I don't think it's horrible. Like, honestly, I'm looking at this right now, and that looks kind of sick. The cannon slung behind his back, and the Optimus Prime gun right there, that actually looks kind of cool. This guy is fantastic, dude. What the hell are people smoking with this guy? I think Gamer Edition Megatron, getting into my final thoughts, is easily, far and beyond, the best Gamer Edition figure so far. This, to me, feels the most worthy of the Studio Series Generations tag. Like, this is such a great figure. Like, his paint work is on point. His plastic quality is very, very on point. Articulation's great. Transformation's a lot of fun. Alt mode is satisfying and fun. Looks awesome. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite Megatrons that they have released in the past, like, 5 years, honestly. Very, very, very nice to look at. Very, very cool. And yeah, I was super, super surprised that when I got the shipment of these two Voyagers from the same wave in, I was absolutely expecting to be very disappointed by this from the reviews, and this to be the absolute home run that I was expecting it to be, but it was the exact opposite. We had a Saw level twist here. Fucking M. Night Shyamalan came on here and was like, nah, this is the disappointment, and this is an absolute diamond in the rough that people, for some reason, are talking shit on, and I just cannot even put into words. This guy is absolutely fabulous. If you see him on the shelf, you should definitely get him, in my opinion. Yes, there's a car horn going on in the background. I think you can hear it. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, well, apparently the car horn's not going to stop, so I'm just going to talk over it the whole time. Here we go. Let's go. So, final thoughts on Gamer Edition Megatron. My final grade for Gamer Edition Megatron is gonna be a big fat S tier. What a great figure. What a great fucking figure. This thing is awesome. I love the way he looks, love his articulation, love the transformation, love the alt mode, top to bottom, stem to stern. This guy is fabulous. I have no idea what people are talking about with this guy. Every single negative that I heard about with this guy is total bullshit. He's awesome. He is absolutely awesome. If you're a fan of the War for Cybertron games or a fan of this Megatron design, you should definitely go and pick this guy up. S tier all the way. With that being said, everybody, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe give me a like, subscribe for some more Transformer content in the future. Although I will say that I am currently a little burnt out on Transformers right now. So you might be seeing a decrease in Transformer content. And also my Transformer content hasn't actually been doing all that well lately, which is less of a factor. I'm really just kind of burnt out. And in all honesty, that actually might be why it's not. Because maybe my burnout of Transformers is shining through in my content and it's becoming the quality is going down and it's becoming less interesting to watch. So I will be taking a little break from Transformers for a while probably. We'll probably jump into some more anime stuff for the future. But if you love Transformers, I will say this right now, there might not be a lot of Transformer reviews for a while, but they're definitely not gone. So thank you all so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is DK Guillotine, signing out.